What's up guys, this is Linear Kind of Stuff to you, and today I wanted to make a video talking about the more updated version of the wind-up combo that I have created. This updated version has a much stronger ending board, and all it requires is a tiny few more things that aren't really too big a deal. One of them is that you don't draw the third rat. You don't draw a rat basically in your opening hand, and you have a monster that's special summonable in your hand. And with the same 3 cards, you can do the same combo. The reason why the extra card doesn't matter is because we just need it to trigger a Firewall Dragon's effect when we don't know which monsters we have in our hand, basically. Anyways, we're gonna normal summon Magician. It's gonna be the same combo as last time to set up Magician into Shark. Shark's gonna trigger Magician to summon Magician. And then we're going to activate Shark's ability to become level 3, and that's going to trigger the second Magician, who's going to summon a rat from our deck in face-up defense position. We're going to link the Magicians together for a wind-up Zenmayakan, maintenance Zenmayakan. That's the wrong card. I'm not using that one as the proxy. It's Linkus. Zenmayakan. He's going to activate, adding ourselves a wind-up factory, which we're going to immediately activate. And then we're going to activate a second ability to banish a rat, which I've already done. As you can see, there's a wind-up rat banish face down. To special summon this rat from the deck in attack position. This is going to trigger the factory. It's going to let us add a wind-up fucking shark to our hand. Nice meme. Then we're going to be able to activate wind-up rat's effect to special summon Magician from the graveyard. It's important that this Magician being summoned from the graveyard is in one of Lion Felinkus's zones. It's bad if you have the shark that you're going to summon off this Magician over here and then the Magician here, because then you can't actually do the combo because we're going to be exceeding for rank 4. The shark is going to special summon himself off of the Magician summon. It's going to trigger Magician. Magician is going to summon ourselves the third rat from our deck in defense position. We're going to XYZ summon here, so this is why we need them in the zone, because it's got a point. We're going to XYZ summon for a Photon Papilloperative, Papilloperative, whatever the hell you want to say. Detached Magician or Shark doesn't matter because we have the second Magician engraved. This is going to make Rat go to attack position. We're going to activate Rat's effect now. Both these rats have been activated. It's going to special summon a Magician from our graveyard. And now we're going to XYZ these 2 rats together. Rat and Shark, 2 rats, it doesn't matter, because we're going to be linking with the XYZ that we summon, which is going to be Invoker. Invoker is going to detach a rat to special summon a soldier or a warrior from the deck. These either one doesn't matter. It's just to trigger Magician once we link summon. Then we are going to link summon these 4 monsters together. We have a link 2 and 2 1s. That makes us a link 4, which is Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon is not going to activate any effects because it doesn't have any to activate. Then we are going to activate the Warrior's effect to become level 5. This is going to trigger Magician, and Magician is going to summon our first wind-up Hunter from the deck. Hunter is going to send Magician to the graveyard to loop the first card from their hand. Then what we're going to do is we are going to link summon with the 2 monsters right over here for a security dragon. It doesn't matter. This effect over here, Firewall, doesn't really matter. Typically, if you draw a rat, if you draw like the second rat or something, and you somehow get to this point in the combo, or you draw a card that you want to summon, here you can drop it because you have a free special summon. We're going to activate Firewall Dragon's effect, adding us back a wind-up rat to our hand. And this is where the cool part of the combo sort of kicks in. We're going to link these 2 monsters together to summon any link 3. I'm going to go for Tri-Gate Wizard here. This is going to let us special summon Rat from our hand because a monster was sent to the graveyard that Dragon was pointing to. Rat's going to go to defense to summon us Magician in defense, right over here. I guess it doesn't really matter. Then we're going to activate Ayer's Sunrise to get the second rat from our graveyard. And we're not going to activate his ability. Remember, this rat's ability has been activated, this one hasn't, this Magician hasn't been activated either. We are going to link for the second Firewall Dragon, put him right over here. And now we're going to activate this rat's ability to special summon a Magician from the grave. And this rat ability, Summoning Magician, is actually going to trigger the first Magician that was already summoned. And that's going to let us special summon a Wind-Up Hunter from the deck. And thanks to costs sending cards immediately to the graveyard, Wind-Up Hunter is going to activate his ability, sending the used Magician to the graveyard, sending the second card from their hand to the graveyard, and actually triggering the first Magician, which is going to actually summon our last Wind-Up Hunter from the deck. Actually, really, yeah. Saying actually a lot, but fuck it. Then this Hunter is going to send the other used Magician to the graveyard for the third card looped from their hand. And now this part is kind of where it gets a little bit easier. we are going to link summon the hunter and the rat. This is the very important part. Hunter and rat into a proxy dragon, and this is why we need the monster in our hand, because we're going to activate Firewall Dragon's effect to special summon a monster from our hand, and then Chain Link 2, we're going to activate his second effect to add cards from our graveyard to our hand. So we need a legal target in our hand to special summon to do it this way. If you have all spells in your hand, you technically can't activate this combo because you don't have a legal target on activation. So if he were to get, for example, if only one part of his effect would get negated, the other part wouldn't be able to resolve, but for some reason you activated it, which is something you can't do in Yu-Gi-Oh! So he's going to add back 2 wind-up rats from our graveyard to our hand, and then he's going to allow us to special summon one of those wind-up rats from our hand. We're going to special summon rat. Rat's going to go to defense. That's going to special summon us a hunter from the graveyard. Hunter is going to send our rat to the graveyard. That's going to loop the 4th card. And then we are going to link summon for 2 over here. I'm going to actually link summon for 3 over here. If you want, you can special summon the rat to this side and then bring the hunter out onto this side right here. And then when you send the rat, you can actually special summon the other rat to this zone. But I like linking for 3, so it actually doesn't matter the point. So I'm going to go for a Gaia Saber. This is going to let me special summon the last rat from my hand. And we're going to do the exact same thing again. We're going to bring back Hunter and send the rat for the 5th card looped from their hand. 5 cards looped right out of their hand. You can actually loop 6 cards from their hand with this combo. I'm going to actually keep looping cards, even though right now they have 5 cards looped, so you can do whatever you want with this board. You can XYZ for rank 3, you can link for another firewall, you can link for 2, you can do whatever you want here. So I'm actually going to keep going with this combo because I want to actually loop more cards from their hand for some reason. We're going to link these 2 cards together for a Firewall Dragon again. And then what we're going to do is we are going to link the hunter and the other hunter together for another proxy dragon, and we're going to do the exact same thing as before, where on summon we're going to activate Firewall Dragon's first ability to special summon, and then his second ability to add back 2 cards to our hand. We're going to add back rat, and we're going to add back, I guess, another rat. And this is going to let us special summon one of them from our hand. We'll get to SS the rat, we get to go to defense to special summon a hunter from our graveyard. Remember, we don't have to keep going here. We could have left this board like this as 3 cards, and then Firewall Dragon would have 2 bounces on their turn, or bouncing cards from their graveyard. But with this, we can keep going. Hunter can loop a 6th card if they happen to have a search, so a 6th card can get looped. And then what we can do is we can link for any link 3 off of these 2 guys together. So we can go for a link 3, or we can go for a Borlord Dragon, for example, with the Firewall. Borlord. And then this will let us special summon the last rat. Rat can get us a hunter. And then we can do the same thing to loop 7 cards from their hand. So this combo actually can loop 7 cards from someone's hand. So if they search or anything, you can do that. You end with kind of almost any link board you want, because you have so many options. You can end with Firewall and protection for the firewalls. You can end 2 bounces on the firewall, which is very important. And this is all considering only 3 cards in your hand, and one of them being a random wind-up monster. For example, at this point in the combo, we could have actually XYZ'd for 3, and this guy could have been summoned and used to bounce the last hunter. Or, for example, if we had another shark in hand, we could have SS'd it, and then we could have done some shenanigans maybe with magician and stuff. You have so many options with this deck that you can keep going and going and going and going, is what I realized. But these are kind of the boards where you can kind of end with, where you loop 7 cards from someone's hand. If, for example, I don't know, let's say one of the cards you pitched actually searched another card, you can loop that card anyways. So you have 2 more loops than you actually need to. Or again, you can end your board with a Firewall Dragon that has 2 bounces, a second Firewall Dragon, and a Proxy Dragon that's going to protect them. Or if you don't want the extra bounces, you have so many options with this deck that you can just constantly just go off and just do whatever you want. So this deck is actually insane. I hope you guys enjoyed the new combo. This is the updated version. I hope I didn't drag on too long or whatever, but thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. Wait for more combos. There's going to be more Hearthstone League and more combo videos coming out, which is going to be awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao, everybody.